they've lost 3 straight, and Big Ben's play seems to be going in the wrong direction. He's only completing 58% of his passes and has 4 interceptions over the last 3 games. Look, guys, there's some panic setting in Pittsburgh as they try and figure out, was that just fool's gold, or are there some real issues that they can get fixed right now? I think a lot of people questioning what's going on with Big Ben. Why do you think he's struggling these last few games?
Well, he's struggling on third down. I think people are putting him in a box. They're saying, hey, early in the year, they're saying, hey, he's 38 years old, coming off of surgery, let's hit him, let's sack him. But he did a great job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Now he's the best in the league at that. So what have they done? They said, you know what? Let's understand he's getting the ball out quick. Let's sit at the sticks. Let's anticipate that he's going to get the ball out of his hands quickly, it's going to be hard for us to get sacks. Maybe let's drop some people out who are pretending to pass rush. Let's play flat-footed, play downhill, and dare him to go by us. This has been a now and later offense. They either throw it right now, real quick on a screen, or way later. But sacks are hard to come by, so they're even going to drop out Chase Young and guys like him into these hot route area throws or into these little slant crossers. And again, sit flat-footed at the sticks or play real aggressive. Ben here looks left, doesn't have the hot throw. There's way too many defenders. Throws out of sync, not on time, deep. That's not what you're looking for. Again, looks like we're going to pass rush and get a sack, but we're not. We're going to drop back with D linemen into these throwing lanes. They're trying to run a slant combination here. We're going to try to just get our hands up. It's almost like 1,000, 2, 1,000. Get your hands up. Ben has to look elsewhere. Again, throw not on time, out of rhythm, which is not what you're looking for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got to get that fixed. They were 11-0. Everything was going great. Now they've lost 3 games in a row. Can they get it fixed? Sure. Do they have to do it quickly? Yes, they do.
Yeah, and they're going to have to get back to taking shots, and those shots under pressure situations. And the Indianapolis Colts defense know how to thrive under pressure situations. And the reason why is this. They were paid a visit by NBA legend Ray Allen. Darius Leonard talked about it. Let's listen to what he has to say.
We talked to Ray Allen over the summer, and he talked about that shot that he made in the NBA Finals. And he was talking about, pressure. He was saying that there was no pressure on that shot because he practiced it over 1,000,000 times. So when that shot came, he knew that he could make it because of the way how many times he practiced that shot. So in crunch time, when I know that I got an opportunity to punch at the ball, I done did it so many times in practice in the game that I feel so comfortable.
That's right, linebacker. It's all about pressure and all about clutch situations. Let's take you back to that shot, that 2013 NBA Finals. Ray Allen, clutch right there because he's done it 1,000,000 times. This is the Indianapolis Colts defense. Pressure situations, Darius Leonard right here. Clutch, fourth quarter, 25 seconds left. Punches the ball out, Darius Leonard does. They recover it. Ball game right there. That's the plays that they have to make. And Darius Leonard, millions of times, when I tackle, he says, I punch for the ball if I see it. And there it is. Clutch situation right there. But it's more than just Darius Leonard. Kenny Moore right here in a situation where the Raiders are trying to score in the end zone. One of the best picks of the year. I don't feel the pressure. I'm going to do it with flair, too. Let me put up my right hand. Boom, steal it. And now overtime, Aaron Rodgers has the ball. Justin Blackmon taking his shot, his pressure shot to win the game, forces the fumble. Statistics on defense. They just don't mean anything right now because of clutch situations like this. Ray Allen talked to him about making their shot, and the Colts have been taking their shots on defense and making them, taking that ball away just like you talked about, Sam.
Yeah, the defense has been great, and they're getting help from their offense. That's a great help to a defense, is an offense that doesn't turn it over. They have the best turnover differential in the NFL. The big question today, though, is some concern up front on that O-line. Both starting tackles are out in this one. Elsewhere in the AFC, the number 1 seed getting ready to go, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs at home against the Atlanta Falcons. What to look for from Andy Reid's team today? The guys will tell you that next. And still to come on Countdown when we come back, a new edition of You Got Moss. Backyards, hard courts, and everything in between. All the best catches from around the globe next.
Legendary. They call me the freak, man.
Randy Moss, what a spectacular catch!
Can clinch the East today. Rex, there's a lot going on in this one. There's a lot at stake, but also as a coach. You heard what Kimberly said there, that Ron Rivera said he believes in Dwayne Haskins. Would you believe in Dwayne Haskins if you're the head coach there today?
No, of course not. Rivera's saying that, but let's face it. He fined him $40,000, took the C off his jersey. He's no longer a captain. And if there was any way that Alex Smith could play today, he's going to. And look, this young man's made a huge mistake. And yes, he's right. You know, Haskins is right. The one way to try to get back is have a heck of a game. If you're the starter today, you better have a heck of a game. But here's the thing that bothers me, that Haskins has probably about as good a leader to follow in Alex Smith. I mean, here's a guy, they thought Rivera said he's dying to play. Well, he almost did die. I mean, he had 20 surgeries just so he can play this game, and how important it is to him. 20 surgeries to play in the game. And Dwayne Haskins, you're going to go out after you played poorly, all right, and then you're going to go out and go to a strip joint, all that, no mask and things, you know, let alone all the, what you got, your coach has cancer, so you're going to be in front of him without a mask, could possibly catch COVID. We know what that means for people with pre-existing conditions. And you got a football team that you're letting down. You're in the ultimate leadership position, and you're going to go act like this? He needs to grow up, and he needs to grow up in a hurry. Because his team, he better play his tail off today, or they're going to have nothing to do with him, and I bet they get rid of him at the end of the season.
You know, one thing that I learned, you know, for young quarterbacks going in the future, including Dwayne Haskins, be able to put the team first. Brew, we came from the same, from up there in New England. Put the team first, and I don't think that Dwayne Haskins was being able to put the team first. But I want to talk about today's game going against the Carolina Panthers. Their defense is 31st in the National Football League on third down. Dwayne Haskins, 5 interceptions. Alex Smith, game controller, know how to control and understands the game and the concept of what they're trying to do in Washington. So today I'm interested to see what the Washington football team would do on third down. I don't care who the quarterback is, because we know what the Washington football defense, what they do. But I think for me, going against this Carolina Panthers defense on third down, 31st in the National Football League. So I'm interested to see, can they keep this torch lit offensively? You got guys like Logan Thomas. You got wide receiver like McLaurin. Be able to get those guys to football, because if you're able to play complementary football with this defense, it'll be a long day for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, and with McLaurin being out or questionable to play today, that Logan Thomas, you're right. I think it's more about him, Randy, as you and I talked about last night. He has been amazing. Not bad for a former quarterback.
And that's even more reason to play Alex Smith. I mean, play Alex Smith, obviously. You know, he's 4-1 when he starts. Washington's 2-7 when anybody else starts. But I really can't think of many quarterbacks in the history of the game that are as good at throwing to the tight end position as Alex Smith. Like, it is a strength, and he falls right into what you're saying with control the game, be a game manager. And why can you do it with this team? Because their defense is so good. This defense reminds me of those 2004 Washington defenses, where they had studs at the D-line, studs at the linebacker, studs in the secondary, and they were a force to be reckoned with. And that's the whole reason why they're in the conversation to be,
they're that good. They're that good. And I feel like, I mean, even with Haskins at quarterback, this team Washington can win this football game. And I mean, there's a part of me that you have an opportunity to absolutely close the book on this kid, but still put him in there. I'd like to see what he can do after a public humiliation. Your captaincy's been taken away. I mean, I'd like to see Haskins and see how he responds to this. The guy's 23 years old. And this is the ultimate leadership position you're talking about. It's the quarterback position. And how many coaches do we know that think they can fix quarterbacks and give him third and fourth chances like that? I think Washington can do that today, and hopefully he responds positively.
Yeah, it's one thing to make a mistake. It's another thing, like Rex said, to put the health of the people around you, especially your head coach with all he's been through, and your other quarterback with all he's been through, at risk from a health perspective. Here's the crazy thing, though, in the NFC East, we've spent so much time talking about how insane this division has been this year. If Washington does lose to the Panthers today, it'll be the third time ever that a division champion had a losing record. I know, Matt, you know when the other one was.